24 hours a day on 103.8 FM. Online at burgesshillradio.co.uk and on the Radio Player app. This is Burgess Hill Radio.
I'm joined now by Esther Featherstone. We're talking about the big swoove. Now, who knows about swooving? I'm sure a lot of you do in this area. Good morning, Esther.
Good morning, Samantha.
Lovely to have you here on the show this morning.
Thank you for having me.
Not at all. Oh, you are just going for strength and strength. I have known you for several years. We've had lots of interviews over the past. And it's about Swoove. Now, you are the fitness founder and creative director of Swoove.
I am indeed.
So how long have you been doing that?
So I created it in 2015 and it's just gone from strength to strength.
It certainly has, growing. And you've done a lot for charity over the years, haven't you, raising funds? How much do you think you've raised for charities over that time?
We have raised just over 68,000 since we launched in 2015.
Really?
It's part of each of the instructors' licence fee that they have to take a charity event. When I franchised it out, that was written into their contract. So every instructor has a charity event that they take each year, raising awareness for a local charity to them and raising money as well.
Well, that's a brilliant, absolutely brilliant thing that you're doing. And for local charities, is it? Or just...
Absolutely. I'm really passionate about raising awareness for local charities that the local community will benefit from. The national charities are wonderful, but there's some local charities that really struggle to fight against the national charities. And, the money that we'll raise at the Big Swoove might get them incorporated, which means that they can actually be registered as a charity or go towards, funds for, very specific things that will serve the local community.
It's really good to support those little ones because we all know the big ones and it's so easy just to give to them and not those little ones. So I'm with you on that one. I like to give to the lesser known charities. Now, you better tell people who don't know what Swoove is.
So Swoove means to sing, whoop and move. The S is sing, the W is whoop and the oov is move. So if you're doing all three, singing, whooping and moving to maybe Lady Antebellum that was just playing, you are swooving.
You're swooving. Well, I have swooved with you before.
You have.
I just I found it hard to sing. The whooping I was fine with. I could do lots of whooping in the moving, but the singing along as well and keep going in the right direction. But it's a real fun-based class, isn't it?
It is, absolutely. There are 25 concepts, so there is a class for everybody, all ages, all abilities. You come, you sing through the choruses because normally you know the words to the chorus. You whoop through the verses because we don't tend to know the words in the verses, and then you move all the time you're doing it. Increases your lung capacity, great for the soul, constantly engages your abs, and you burn more calories.
It is that noise that you're making with the abs, isn't it?
Absolutely.
The core, with your core to strengthen it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's easier and more fun than doing sit-ups, I say.
I got to agree with you on that one. And when your numbers are growing, now you say you do different classes. What people think, well, it's just one type of class, but it's not, is it?
No, Swoove Fitness was the original class I created, so that is all eras of music, all ages, all abilities. Swoove Mini is for mums and dads with their babes, so they don't have to put them into a creche or get a babysitter. They can take their little one to class. Swoove Life, I've just created in the last year, is for nursing homes for people that suffer with dementia.
Oh, brilliant.
Swoove Stars is for adults with additional needs. Swoove Play is for nurseries, which involves puppets. Swoove Aqua is in the water. Swoove Box is based on boxing. Swoove Ignite is in the dark with disco lights and more drum and bass music. So there really is a class for everyone.
Well, I've got to say, I think my little grandsons are going to be coming along with his mum shortly. Mum comes already, but
wonderful.
But he's about 21 months now, so he'll be coming along to do a little bit of swooving.
Mini swoover.
A mini swoover, that's right. Now, you do it for the charities. What sort of charities are you supporting?
We're supporting lots of charities all across the south. As small ones, there's one called Seahorses Swimming Club, which is a swimming club for children and adults who physically wouldn't be able to go swimming without the help of a special minibus and special equipment. There's a charity, there's more well-known ones like St Peter St James Hospice, Chestnut Tree Hospice and St Catherine's Hospice, and there's much smaller ones, Chailey Heritage Enterprise Centre. They give working opportunities for people people in wheelchairs, and they're a printing company. The Star Trust, which is based in Brighton, empowering young adults and giving them opportunities they might not necessarily have without the charity. Swoove Aid, which is my own charity, and we fund classes that are free for people that can't necessarily afford fitness classes. Family support work, which support families that may be poverty stricken. They've been working with some families for years, helping them with homework, giving them a place to go and do their homework if they don't necessarily have the space at home. There are some wonderful charities. Christmas Wishes, they help families at Christmas, giving them presents that they might not be able to afford normally. So the 40 charities really are small, local, and serve, our local community.
That's lovely, isn't it? You're doing such a great job, Esther.
Thank you.
It really, really, really is. Now, where can people find a Swoove class? How can they find out about you if they haven't heard of you?
If they go to swoovefitness.com and enter where they'd like to do a Swoove class, they'll be able to find all the classes in their area. There are lots of pages on Facebook. Mine is Swoove with Esther, so you can find out the name of the instructor, and they will be Swoove with Kelly, Swoove with Gemma. But if you put in your area into swoovefitness.com, they'll be able to find a class near them.
So you've trained up other instructors?
Yes, I have, yes. Online. So there's an instructor in Australia. She did all the training online. I used to do it in person, but when I created Swoove, my baby was only 8 months old. So I was finding it hard, having a full day training people. So I created this online training with my website guru, Pete Gogol, who there's nothing he doesn't know about websites. So people can do the training in their own time. They submit a video so I can assess whether they're, of the standard to be an instructor. And then once I've made that an assessment, they go on and then do the training to be a Swoove instructor. So they do it in their own time. And then they train up.
And you're always looking for more instructors?
Always.
So if there's anybody out there who's sort of into fitness and thinks they would like to do this and have some fun, then
they can just contact me. Just info at swoovefitness.com. Yeah, there's a huge demand for classes all over the area.
Now, if anybody has never been to Swoove and they're thinking, are they fit enough? Is that a problem? What do you think?
Not at all. We have Swoovers to the age of 86, 87 that come to Swoove fitness classes.
Oh, really?
They just take it at their own pace. They can sit down if they need to in between numbers. But they just take it at their own pace. Even if they're just part of the Swoove community, it's really good for their mental health as well as their physical health.
Right, Esther, we're going to get on now talking about the main thing. Now, this is the big Swoove, 40 hours, 40 charities, and a target that you want to reach of £40,000. Wow, amazing is that going to be? It's taking place at Skanes Hill Millennium Centre, which is a lovely hall Skanes Hill there, starting at 7 o'clock on Friday, the 27th of September, and finishing at 2 p.m. on Sunday, the 29th of September. You're not going to be there all the time.
I am.
You are.
Yeah,
how are you? Are we going to find you having a little snooze in the corner?
We have got a snooze room.
Have you?
We have, yeah.
So people can just choose when they want to come.
Yes, they can. So they can come for an hour. So each 3 hours is structured. We warm up. We do the main part of Swoove. Then we cool down. Then we go on to the next hour, and we do that for 3 hours. Then we have a 15-minute break. But people can just come and do an hour. They don't have to do the full 3 hours. They can come, do an hour, and then go home again.
Or the full 40 hours.
Or the full 40. We have got some people doing 25, 26 hours.
Really?
They've been training for a little while.
Oh, well,
yes.
Take my hat off to them.
I know.
Well done.
I know.
Now, do you find it's all women, or do you have some men come along
We
with
have
this?
men as well. Yeah, we have a few men, and they love it just as much. It's predominantly more women, but across the board, when you go to any kind of fitness class, it is predominantly more women. I don't know, the men that come to Swoove are fantastic, and I always applaud them because, a gaggle full of lady Swoovers can be a frightening thing to walk into, but they do it and they hold themselves high.
Oh, good for them. Come on,
Exactly.
guys. We want you to join in with this. Now, do people have to register?
They do, swooveaid.com. They can register beforehand. It's £25 to register, but all that £25 goes to the charities. Not one penny of that will go to anything towards the hall hire or any kind of costs. All those are sponsored by our sponsors, the Orchards, Optimum and Flint & Co. They've kindly sponsored the event. Brilliant. So every penny that people register for, that goes towards a charity. But they don't have to register beforehand if they don't want to. There are some of the hours that are filling up fast, so I do encourage people to sign up beforehand, because once we're full, we are full, because I do have a maximum amount of people that we can have in every hour. But they can drop in over the weekend and come and whoop for us in the middle of the night would be appreciated.
Yes, that's just when you need them, isn't it? So go to www.swoveaid.com. They can register there. They pay their £25, and that can give them unlimited hours.
They sign up, so they choose which hours they're going to do. So middle of the night, please. And then they choose their specific charity that they can raise money for. They don't have to raise huge amounts, but all 40 charities. There's actually 4 that have come off now, because there's the limit to 5 swoovers per charity, so that we know that every 40 charity has someone raising money for them. So there are 36 charities left on the website that people can raise money for.
So they can see those charities.
Absolutely.
And did you say they can choose what charity they want?
Yes, so they choose one charity that they want to raise money for. But they can look at all 40 or all 36 now. And, that's another platform for the charities to have a profile away, the awareness raised.
You'd like to get businesses involved, I believe.
I'd love to get businesses involved.
Could it be a team building challenge?
Team building, yes, absolutely. And they can come and, do an hour, different offices, branches, or if there's just one branch of a particular business, come swoove for, a couple of hours, raise some money and have some lovely team building activity. And all the money will go to charity, so it's doubly brilliant.
Now, so there's businesses listening in out there. I think this would be a really good team building challenge. Just imagine the chatter going on in the office about, how they're going to do it, who's going to come and who can do the longest.
Absolutely, and especially encouraging the male people in the office.
Well, they do say they should lead from the top, don't they?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so we'd love any businesses to come down. And we'll give them a shout out as well across our social media if they do come down. So I think it would be an amazing, if I worked in an office, this would be something that I definitely want to do. A fun team building activity. They're raising money for local charities. It's brilliant.
Good. So come on, if you're listening in, whether you own your business or you are an employee of the business, why don't you get a team together? You've got 40 hours.
Yeah,
surely you can find a few hours to go and swoove, and it'll give you a big taster of swoove, definitely a big taster.
Absolutely.
See how fit you are. You haven't got to train beforehand. You just go and do what you need to do, and you'll be there with all your workmates, and just imagine the laughter you are going to have together.
There'll be lots of laughter.
There'll be lots and lots of laughter. Well, Esther, you are going to just be dead on your legs time 40 hours is up.
No, I'll be fine. I'll be wanting to do another 40.
Will you?
Yeah. Especially if I reach 40,000, I will.
Yeah. Oh, it'll be amazing. It must give you a real feel-good feeling what you're doing, helping out there in the community. Yeah. Why 40?
Because I turned 40 in April.
Did you?
I did. I know. I don't look a day over 39.
Well, you don't look 40, I'm going to say that. But just tell me, on the show today I've been looking for people to say, when they get up in the morning and they look in the mirror, and what do they think when they look in the mirror? Now, they've been pretty hard on themselves, and why? Why be hard on yourself?
I don't know. I look in the mirror and now I see my mum.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, which is fine. My mum's gorgeous. I'm not saying I'm gorgeous, but I people should be very proud of what they look like. Put a smile on your face. I don't wear makeup. I just smile.
That's good.
Yeah, it is.
A smile is far better than makeup.
It goes a long way.
It does go a long way. And, if somebody's feeling a little bit down out there, and there's a lot of cases of that in this day and age, and just to say hello, smile. Do you know, I've done this walking down the street, though, and people look at me as if I'm a bit weird. Why did that woman just say hello to me,
I used to live in London. I used to do it all the time. And my friend said, you've got to stop smiling at people. I will never stop smiling at people.
Never stop smiling. So if you're out there and you're going to, somebody that looks a little bit serious today and you walk by them, just give them a big beaming smile and say hello. Yeah. I'm sure you're not going to get locked up for it. But
no, it's a rainy day today. We want smiley people.
I know. Beautiful day yesterday.
It was.
And look at today, Monday morning. It couldn't really be much worse, could it, on a Monday morning when everybody's, schools are back. That was a bonus for some mums, but other mums and dads have missed their children, I think. But anyway, Esther, we wish you well. We'd love to hear how you get on, so please come back and let us know.
I'll let you know.
And we'd like to come back in, because I'd like to have a chat with you about how people, held out. How did they manage? Did they collapse, or did they fall asleep? Were they sleepwalking when they were doing it?
And
who knows?
If we don't reach the 40,000, maybe we can come back and get people to match fund. That would be brilliant.
Hey, that would really be good.
Yeah.
That would be a really good. So we'd look forward to seeing you coming up very, very shortly.
24 hours a day on 103.8 FM. Online at burgesshillradio.co.uk and on the Radio Player app. This is Burgess Hill Radio.